Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details with how to permanently remove cigarette odour from a vehicle's interior. There's no quick and easy fix to permanently removing the odour caused by cigarettes, and these products plus a few additional tools and around a day's labour depending on the severity of smell, along with this helpful guide, is going to train you up to successfully complete your very own cigarette odour removal treatment. So the quick and easy fix, which is guaranteed to result in the cigarette odour reappearing in a few months' time, is to simply place an odour bomb in the vehicle and then set it off and call it a day. The problem with this is that cigarette smoke literally gets everywhere, so the interior needs to be initially cleaned first. Cigarette smoke absorbs into fabric surfaces, so these areas need to be dealt with in more detail, and also on hard surfaces. If the vehicle has been smoked in for extended periods of time, then the nicotine, tar and all of the other harmful chemicals in cigarettes leaves behind a sticky brown residue. An odour bomb is obviously not going to clean up these issues and merely mask the smell for a couple of months, if not weeks. The first task is to fully vacuum the interior, including the headlining, and if you are anything like me, then you will remove every last bit of dirt and debris from every last area of the interior. By completing a detailed vacuum first will mean that when we go in with our cleaners, brushes and microfiber towels, we are not going to be flicking around dirt particles and creating more mess. Consider the vacuum stage a pre-cleaning stage. Valet Pro Enzyme Odorator is a multifunctional odour eliminating chemical designed to combat bad odours by eliminating the root of the problem. Bacteria thrives on these odours as a food source, which could be anything from a milk spill, urine, drink stains, a wet dog or dog in general, vomit, blood and cigarette odours, etc. This product eliminates that food source, ensuring there is nothing left for the bad bacteria to thrive on. This product is also ideal for removing organic stains such as tea, coffee, mould, blood, etc. I've diluted the Valet Pro Enzyme Odorator product at 4:1 and I'll be using a generic spray bottle with an atomizer chemical resistant spray head. Start with applying the product to the headlining first, as it will inevitably mist over pretty much all of the other surfaces in the car. There's no point in cleaning the dashboard and plastics first, because before you know it they will be covered in a fine mist from treating the headlining. When applying the product to the headlining, you want to ensure full coverage whilst keeping the spray head around 15 to 20 centimeters away from the fabric material. This is going to ensure that you avoid oversaturating any particular areas. Headlinings are mainly held up using glue, so the last thing you will want is for any of that headlining to become soaked, as it could dislodge that bond with the glue and cause the headlining to sag. Provided you keep the spray head around 15 to 20 centimeters away from the material and you have the spray head set to a wide fan type of spray, and obviously you don't go crazy and apply a litre of the stuff, you should be okay. Just for the record, I used approximately 500 ml of product for the headlining alone. Something I didn't record on video is using a soft upholstery brush to agitate the product into the fibres of the material. You don't want to agitate it so it is all foamy, but you do want to agitate it so the product works itself into the material itself. If you ever give this a go for yourself, you will see what I mean. Areas such as the grab handles, centre lights and sun visors I will wipe clean and dry using a microfiber towel. The fabric material itself will now be allowed to dry naturally. The longer the time that Valet Pro Enzyme Odorator has before it dries means the more working time that it has to remove odours and kill the bacteria. If you apply a small amount of the product and it dries out within 5 minutes, compared to applying a mediocre amount and it needing an hour to dry, the latter method is going to kill more odour and bacteria due to an increased working time. With the headlining taken care of, I will now work my way around the car, starting in the driver's seat. Areas such as the dashboard, I will simply use a microfiber towel with the Valet Pro Enzyme product, as getting a brush up there and getting the product all sudsy is a bit difficult with the windscreen in the way. A thorough wipe over for the dashboard will suffice. The steering wheel, instrument cluster, surrounding dash panel, centre console, gear stick gaiter, door panels and all other hard surfaces are cleaned using the Valet Pro product and agitated using a Swiss Vax interior detail brush. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, there is no quick and easy way to permanently remove the odour caused by cigarettes. Every last surface, including fabric, metal and painted surfaces, need to be cleaned using the Valet Pro Enzyme product. When the area has been sufficiently agitated, take a microfiber towel and wipe over the surfaces until they are clean and dry. With the fabric surfaces such as the seats and carpet, apply the product at a distance of around 15 to 20 centimeters. Avoid oversaturation, but make sure each area is thoroughly dosed in the product. Something that I've missed out on recording once again is the agitation using a soft upholstery brush. Again, this just makes sure that the product has been worked into the fibres of the fabric. When all areas have been completed, I would advise going back around the vehicle and wiping over all hard surfaces once again, just to make sure any overspray or all of the overspray has been removed. When you're happy that all of the fabric materials have received a decent dose of the product and are in the process of drying out and that the hard surfaces have been thoroughly cleaned, it is time to dress the plastics using your favourite interior dressing, which mine happens to be Auto Finesse Dressel followed with Auto Finesse Spritz. Give the vehicle a final vacuum to remove any last bits of debris and dust, clean the windows, infotainment system screen and the instrument cluster using your favourite glass cleaner, and we are more or less ready to start with the final deodorizing process. Something that I feel is beneficial before setting off the odour bomb is to open all of the doors on the car and let our first odour removal treatment dry out. By opening all of the doors, the warm and fresh air, in the British summer anyway, will help to accelerate the drying out process. If the doors were to remain closed and our first treatment hadn't dried out, the vehicle would stay damp, and if the sun came out and the car's interior heated up, everywhere would be covered in condensation. An easy trick for drying a car out in the winter are to start it up and put the heaters on full blast for 30 minutes to an hour and then open the doors and let the fresh air work its magic. There's a happy balance of how much product to apply, the dilution you use in respect of the severity of odour and also the outside temperature, taken into the fact that you need to get the vehicle fully dry, which in regards to each and every vehicle receiving this type of treatment, depending on what time of year it is going to vary. So now we are happy that the interior is fully clean and practically fully dried. Possibly by now there is no cigarette odour smell, but for the sake of £12.95 for complete peace of mind and one hell of a nice smelling interior, it is time to set the odour bomb off, which for me is the best part. Start the vehicle up and turn the air conditioning on and set it to recirculate. Point the air vent straight to the back of the car, and this will get the odour bomb fumes flowing through the air conditioning system and circulating around the interior. Cover up any immediate surrounding plastic surfaces such as the back of the centre console and give the odour bomb a good shake for a minute to maximise the pressure in the tin. Following the instructions on the back of the odour bomb, press the latch down until the odour bomb is locked open and place it centrally on the back seat or on the floor. I've moved the front seats forward a bit so the odour bomb doesn't spray up the back of them, but no need to panic as this product will wipe straight off all dressed plastic surfaces and fabric and won't stain. The odour bomb takes around 20 minutes to fully empty itself, and when it is done I will quickly open the driver's door and turn the vehicle off, immediately followed with closing the door and locking the vehicle. Depending on the severity of odour, you can opt to leave all of the doors closed overnight, so around a 12-hour period. I would personally recommend leaving all of the doors closed for as long as you can before opening them back up and allowing the vehicle to aerate. You only want to do this treatment once, so the longer the vehicle remains fully closed, the longer the product will have to remove any final traces of nasty odour. The following morning I returned to the unit to open the doors on the Vauxhall Astra. Most neighbouring surfaces on the interior where the odour bomb was placed did have a few remnants of the vapour on, which were easily removed using a microfiber towel. The dashboard and rear door panels also had a few specks of the product on, so I opted to wipe down all hard surfaces with a microfiber towel. After the vehicle had been aerated for 2 hours, I gave the interior a final vacuum just before the vehicle was collected. The result of this professional cigarette odour removal treatment, which was performed over 6 months ago now, has permanently removed the cigarette odour and 100% sanitised the interior. It took around 7 hours to complete in total, which included a basic exterior wash, and the owner of the vehicle and my customer are absolutely delighted with the result. The truth behind this car is that the owner purchased it from a main dealer who attempted to remove the odour by simply giving it a basic valet and setting off an odour bomb, which obviously didn't work. This is the second time this has happened in the last 12 months, with both owners coming to me afterwards for it to be done properly. Do it right or not at all is what I say. One final piece of information is that you obviously need to treat all areas in the boot the same way that we treated the rest of the interior. Clean all fabric and hard surfaces using Valid Pro Enzyme Odour Eater and give it some time to dry out naturally with the boot lid left open. Dress all hard surfaces using your favourite interior dressing, and don't forget to clean the rear window. When you come round to setting off the odour bomb, take the parcel shelf off and place it in the boot diagonally, so the odour bomb can work its magic in there too, because cigarette smoke literally gets everywhere. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, just search JP Details. Drop the video a like as it really helps the channel out, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.